Hey everybody, Dr. Rick here. Thank you for joining us. So we just bought this place. You'll hear me say that a few times. Um, what we're doing is we're kind of downgrade. So we got a bigger yard, a little over an acre, but our house is a little bit small. This has a 3-stall garage. Our other one had a 2.5 stall, but it had an extended bay. So we're kind of cutting it short a little bit there too. A little smaller square foot in the house. So this had a 16 by 16 shed on it. So what we're doing is we're going to build a storage loft inside this shed so we can actually take some of the stuff we stored at the other places and store it in places that's just taking up space. So why don't you come on in here, follow me here. Remember, always like, subscribe, help us out here, tell your friends, let us know if there's any project you really want to see. So we come in here. What we're trying to do is get a loft up here built, because we're going to be using this spot anyways. And you know, they have some ceiling ties here, and you can see what we've already done actually. So they had 2 more ceiling ties placed in here, one here and one here. And what they do is keep the building from going out. And what we did was we actually got some 16-foot 2x4s, put a ledger joist here, and then we just set them up. And one reason we did this is actually increase the span because we actually have more surface area hanging over. And we spaced it in the middle just to kind of balance it, not really give much more strength. We're going to shoot some plywood over here. We've got 4 sheets of plywood going up here, but we're going to come to 6 foot, and then we're going to put a 2 foot on that side. That way for short stuff, and my wife can store her Christmas decoration, holiday decorations up here, and stuff we want to get a little more access to over there. So we'll show you how we build more of it over there. But we just kind of got this out of the way. And we may or may not put a support leg down here to hold these. I think it's going to be fine once we're all tied together. They're not going to be holding a lot of weight, and I know they'll hold one person as it is, so it might be a little wiggly, but we'll take these out of here, even this one. We'll put some collar ties up a little higher on here so we can actually make sure we're going to support them together. But by the time we get it all tied together, I don't think we have nothing to worry about. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're just marking out 6 foot on both sides. Okay, and of course you can go longer, shorter, whatever you want. We're doing it that way to go 2 and 2. You want to snap a line. Okay, now we got a good cut line. Okay, so we're just going to cut it. Make sure you wear your safety gear, guys. Pull this out far enough to make sure it's going to not cut into the boards below. Set your saw 1/2 inch. One of the reasons it's important to have the saw right, because you want to clean the teeth out. So if you don't clean the teeth of the saw out, it gets dull. Just gonna get a 2 foot shelf for the back side. Carry this in and throw it up there. Okay. So we got all 4 of them cut, and then we'll space them. We might probably actually end up flipping them around so we get the factory edge in this end, make it look a little nicer. So what we'll do is kind of get them all 4 cut so we can kind of shift it to where we got a nice factory edge here that looks like it's leveled up. So we're having to remove their support brace here. They use this, I assume, to hold the ridge in place before they were actually gonna take and use it. As you can tell, they were really scared of it coming loose. So put about 1 million nails in. So we've already measured and cut the brace from these 3 braces. Instead of doubling like those ones, of course those are going to be holding a lot more weight. We're just going to put one on each stud here, and then underneath it we'll put another board. But this one's going to be a lot simpler because it won't be holding nearly the weight. It's just really for fast access to stuff. Okay, so what we're doing is we're working this board straight, put the crown up, which the crown's the hump, the high side goes up and down. And so I can see that it's a little low here and a little low all the way down. So what we'll try to do is, and that helped, I got about another 16th to go. There we go. So now I'm level right here has to go up another 1/16. So then I'll come and pin it to. So I'll put a little bit right here. Another toenail to make sure it's good. And I'll drive it to set it. That's pretty good, guys. So now we just took that board and work it to be fairly straight. Okay, so got the first board in. Now we just come in and put the other two in, and then this one will be ready. So we just fastened the top, the front layer here, across with some 8-pin nails. What we did to kind of true this first joist up is actually, you can see we ran this chalk line here. I call it a chalk box. So if you ever do it, but we put it on 2 nails and we kind of pull it in place. And now we know it's straight as we nailed it. So we had a bow about 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch in the center. We were straightening it out. Now what we can do is actually kind of measure like here to here, which I got like 11 5/8, and now should be able to put this at 11 5/8. That's 11 5/8. See what this side is. The shed's a little out of square, I noticed. 11 1/2. So as long as we're 11 9/16, we're pretty close. So we'll go up there, snap a couple lines, put some more stuff in it. This one here is ready to be fastened too. So we just have to get it all lined up. And of course, nothing was lined up square. That's why this one is actually hanging off. So when they actually built the shed was, instead of being rectangle, this in here is short and that one becomes long. From this end, that way it's opposite. So, okay, we're gonna go ahead and finish this part. Okay, so we just finished this, as you can see. Got it all nailed. We ran our straight edge for here, and then we actually measured off each one of these from the distance on both sides, splitting it. Most of them were actually within 1/8 of an inch. So, then we just ran back, nailed them all down, snapped chalk lines up there. This one here is finished too, up on this side. So pretty much it's ready. Now we will put a board on this one because we didn't double the joist, but it's really for just totes. We would nail it up to the ridge and just hold it up there solid. Wouldn't have taken this one out and put in a, instead of using a ceiling tie here, we'll do a collar tie and go across. You can see where actually they offset these here. So it'll probably be when this side and this side, probably about at this length. Not that I don't think it needs it, but in case we get a massive snowstorm, we know it's good. So, okay, hey, thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, leave the comments, be polite, of course. And if you got something you want us to watch or you'd like us to subscribe to, please let us know. We'll let you know what we use that was special and all that other stuff if you have questions. Thanks.